Alright, everybody, what's up? It's time to talk about Bleach 641. Breach.
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 Don't you? I don't understand. Why can't Kubo just? Why did Kubo have to name it Bleach? I mean, Bleach has pretty much had nothing to do with the series at all. He should have just. If he wanted, normally series are supposed to be named. The name of a series is supposed to be somewhat relevant to the story. And honestly, a better fitting name for the series would be Trolling 101. Because that's pretty much what Kubo's is doing in this chapter. Is he's set up a particular situation where the outcome will troll everyone regardless of what outcome you're rooting for or what outcome you think is going to happen. Because obviously, either Pernita's going to win or Mayuri wins. Now, what does that mean for the characters? Doesn't matter. It could be a draw. They could all die. Some of them could die. Only one of them could die. None of them can die. It's just Kubo at his best. Because he has created a situation that we can't win. Which is, very troublesome because... Or should I say, it's actually more interesting. Because, for once, Mayuri's not getting an easy win.
Yeah.
Because, his fights have been mostly like, oh, he shows up, the opponent has some weird ability, he conveniently has something on him to counter that ability. Well, Pernita, now, because it has the ability to absorb information and techniques from things it touches with it connects its nerves to, which then allows it to have more skills and actually increase its intelligence, as well as pick up some speech patterns, as we see from people such as what we saw him talk to Mayuri like he's Kenpachi.
Yep.
So now, it has the ability to counter whatever Mayuri can bring out to counter Pernita. So, that's why, I mean, like I said, any of the results could be possible. However, I think I'm putting my coin into it'll end in some sort of a draw, because of the fact that they are at this point seemingly able to counter each other's moves, almost in an almost endless cycle. I feel like that's going to be like the thing, is they're just going to be countering each other.
Yeah, I mean that does seem likely. I don't really have any predictions, but I want Mayuri to lose. That's just all. I just want him to lose.
But do you want him dead?
Do I want him dead? I don't give a shit either way. As long as he loses, that's all I care about.
Well, see, a tie is sort of like losing. Because okay, if you're playing a card game and you tie, oh well. But in a life or death battle, if it's draw, both people are going to be out. Whether they're unconscious or dead, they're out. So that's what I think, is because or it'll reach a Mayuri level stalemate, which is different, because I can see something like where he gets to the point where he has no choice but to do something to Pernita that also sort of traps him as well. Like, Pernita gets him with something, with his nerves or something, to connect to Mayuri, and then Mayuri releases one of his chemicals or something from his body, and or I guess maybe puts his sword or something, or like grabs on the Pernita or some way, and the only way to keep Pernita under the effects of the drug is to continue to be attached to Pernita or something like that.
Yeah.
But of course, there's the wild card of Nemu, which I would never expect Nemu at all. That's why Nemu, I think, is one of the biggest wild cards so far, because she's never done anything.
Yeah, except get
Like,
fucked to be revived, but that's about it.
well, yeah, I mean, she's the seventh Nemu, and at this point, we're being told that she's just some random creation of Mayuri's. Now, of course, there are people out there who believe that something's gonna happen to Mayuri in this battle, and he's gonna or Nemu, and he's gonna be forced to go into some type of flashback where we find out what the true origins of Nemu.
Uh-huh.
Because people still want to cling on to the fact that somehow Nemu and Mayuri have a deeper connection in the past.
Yeah, I just want to see what it is. That's all. I don't really I don't really care about anything that's happening right now. I just want to see the battle
If the,
end their connection. That's it.
if there is even a connection,
Yeah.
because I mean, he could have just taken. He just could have fused a bunch of different DNA from random test subjects he had to create to create his ultimate assistant or something.
Mhm.
Which I wouldn't put past Myra.
Yeah.
But as for, I mean, the two most theories that everyone wants to see because they think, oh yeah, this has to be it. It can't just be as simple as he's a mad scientist. There has to be something deeper with this mad scientist. Either Nemu's a clone of his former lover, or a clone of his daughter, something like that.
Mhm.
Which I'm like, either one makes me question how he's one toolbox that's missing a few tools, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So how that would work out, I have no idea. He'd be more he'd be more likely to try and dissect a woman on his surgery table than try and woo her.
Yeah.
But it is some of the stuff that Pernina did put out I thought was impressive.
Uh-huh.
Like countering the drug by using the skin peeling ability that he got from the Bankai.
Mhm.
And of course, Mayuri getting put in his place with the Perninda Zaraki speech or speech pattern.
Right.
Which then begs the question: as this life or death battle is going on, what the hell has any of this accidentally hit Zaraki? Because he's just there.
Yeah. I have no idea what's up with him. Because we haven't seen the other two since Nemu stepped in, so we have zero idea what they're doing. They're probably helping out Kenpachi or something. I don't know.
I would hope so, because if neither Perninda nor Mayuri care about if they accidentally hit Zaraki or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, and like we said, Zaraki needs to get his fight.
Yeah. Eventually he'll get it.
Oh yeah, because he hasn't even he hasn't for the entirety of this ever since the Quincy started their main attack many, 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 many moons ago. He hasn't used his Shikai,
He
nor
he has, but he
not,
hasn't used his full power at least. That
he
we can
hasn't used
say.
his foot. He hasn't taken. Well, he sure as hell hasn't taken off the eye patch in who knows how long. And since
Yeah.
his battle against what's her name?
Yeah, he hasn't done that, certainly.
So it's like, okay, we need to see that because I have a feeling like the moment he pulls off the eye patch, his Shikai will just go straight to Bankai, just because it's Kenpachi.
Yeah, I mean he obviously has the pressure to be able to make Bankai. That's like not
Yeah,
even arguable.
No, he had one of the highest spiritual pressures among the captains at the beginning of the series,
Yeah.
and he's only gotten stronger since then.
Mhm.
So it's no doubt that he's gonna use a Bankai. I just hope Kubo doesn't practice his trolling with us and have him not use it.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the chapter was a, a much more interesting than some of the other chapters we've had in recent months. Definitely.
Yeah, I thought it was an okay chapter really. Again, I want two things. Either establish a connection if any and get this fight over with because I just don't care about Mayuri anymore as I've said like a billion times. I don't care about
Well, I
him
mean, the
anymore.
only reason why Kubo is having the fight even go this long is because Pernita is one of the top tier Quincy.
Mhm.
So you have to give them a, a, a decent amount of time to fight.
Yeah,
So,
but end it.
yeah, so that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be it.